Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another anime review. I had picked up Yu-Gi-Oh! Fusion 3D Bonds Beyond Time. And of course, the cover of the DVD itself looks absolutely spectacular, but it's a little bit misleading on the back because that's Kaiba. Kaiba never shows up. Well, we see Blue Eyes White Dragon, of course, which is his most powerful monster card. I won't tell you when it actually appears, but we have our three main characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh series spanning across many years. I mean, this series has been running for ages. I remember growing up with it when I was younger. I was a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I love Yami Yugi, and just the fact that the Duel Monsters themselves were so incredibly powerful. And Pegasus was also another one of my favorite characters. This one is a little bit different because we have Yusei and Judai and Yugi all together in the same place, which is actually kind of cool. And if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, you're gonna love it because the the action and adventure in this particular film itself is very enjoyable and extremely entertaining. And of course, the plot device is time travel. There's a mysterious character that appears just out of nowhere, out of the singularity, and he steals Yusei's most powerful card. And you see, what happens is everything begins to crumble, and they're not really certain as to why. You figure this out later. I'm not going to say what the catalyst is to cause everything to begin crumbling, but through a really rousing chase scene, which I absolutely love, it kind of reminded me of Akira in a way. Yusei is on his motorcycle, and he's chasing after the masked man who has recently stolen his most powerful card. And we don't figure out who this is until a little bit early in the film itself, and I think he's probably the most formidable foe that they have ever faced, but the three of them are actually smarter than this time traveler is. Um, and it's intriguing in and of itself, and it makes you think that maybe they'll have the three together later on somehow, maybe through time travel again, which I think would be really neat if we got to see these three duel each other. That would be really incredible, I think. Um, some of the dialogue itself was a little bit lacking, but the plot was very intriguing and very interesting, and the action was just remarkable. The animation is beautiful. The characters are very likable. Even though I wasn't familiar with Yusei, I was familiar with Judai because I had seen a little bit of that series, but the American version of it, the dubbed version by 4Kids, rip off. Bad dubbing. I've got a cough, sorry. But that's the only reason why I couldn't stand it. They ruined many series that didn't need to be ruined. Um, but the three of them, they outwit, outsmart, and dominate later on against this strange masked man. That's actually a little bit of a spoiler, but as far as animes are concerned, I give it 3.5. I almost gave it 4, but some of the dialogue is a little bit lacking in and of itself. But my favorite part, other than the motorcycle pursuit, was the duel itself against the mysterious masked man. Heck, I'll tell you his name. It's not going to be a mystery anyway. It's no wonder they named him this. His name's Paradox, and It's really quite well done, and of course, it just lives up to the rest of what we've come to know and love about what makes Yu-Gi-Oh so interesting and different from other animes. But you've seen that there are other series that have taken on the same kind of role or the same sort of setup that Yu-Gi-Oh has given us, and one of those, the most recent, is Redakai Conquer the Kairu, which I actually like quite a bit. And another one is Huntik. I haven't seen Huntik yet, but I will eventually. I've got the whole series, and I'll watch it all the way through. And I'll probably love it because I love the studio, Rainbow Studio, which they were responsible for Marvin Mystery and Totally Spies and The Amazing Spies. And I like their style, and they are a French company, and I love them. I think they teamed up with Marathon, yet they were conglomerate, and it was really just great to see that. And it's interesting to see how Yu-Gi-Oh has influenced different series that are coming up. And there's another one coming up on the hub, which I think is the hub's answer to Redakai. It's called Judo or something like that. Or I've actually forget the name of the series itself, but it looks pretty darn good, and I'll be interested in seeing it. Updates. Well, I'm going to show you my mock poster for interaction. Of course, you can see on the back I've got two of my characters from another one of my series, and I'm sorry you can see the bleed through, but basically that's Gary with his specialized glasses that allow him access to the this virtual realm known as Dreammaker. And Dreammaker gives the wearer of the glasses or contacts, people can wear contacts too, to log on to Dreammaker. That basically they can take their dreams, their fantasies, whatever, and make them into reality. And the thing with that is a lot of people are addicted to Dreammaker. Um, and there's something lacking in this modern world and the future, and that is, well, of course, the title, interaction, social construct. And you figure this out later, and there's an interesting scene in which I have Gary and the love of his life, whom he has met through Dreammaker, and they go to a restaurant, and they're enjoying a meal together. Of course, their food is prepared by holographic chefs. The chefs are at home in the comfort of their chairs, preparing these meals through their thoughts and through their actions, actually. And the food it's real physical food, but the people serving it are all holographic in nature, and everything else except for your chairs and your tables, and this is in the real world, and there are no people. The matra D isn't even real. They're all projections of people that are at home, just sitting at their consoles with their specialized glasses, uh, going to work like that as their avatars. Yeah, it's really an unusual way of thinking about it, but it's more involved than surrogates is. It's what I would have liked to have seen surrogates be. I've gotten a lot of my inspiration from hack sign hack sign, excuse me, I didn't say that right. But you could probably see the influence that has given me, along with such things as Ghost in the Shell and Serial Experiments Lane. It's quite involved, and it's more reminiscent of hack than anything else, and kind of like Summer Wars. So Summer Wars didn't have that, those glasses involved. The people were online. There was a massive internet experience. Everybody was online. This is the same thing. Everybody that's anybody is online. We never really talk about the poor, but it's not implied that the poor, well, they don't have any ability to because they can't afford. Well, if they can find a hotspot, a Wi-Fi hotspot, then they can go online, and it doesn't really matter. Um, Glasses are inexpensive enough, and everybody who's anybody can log on. And the whole thing about the story itself is, which I really enjoyed writing about, was my main character trying to make a difference and make people see the community is the answer, and everybody needs to work together in order to make a society, that very thing, a society. And there's a lot of benefit from having that sort of interplay. So I really enjoyed writing it. It's going to be on not fan fiction, yeah, uh not fanfiction.net, but fiction. I think it's fiction.net. Well, I have two I have two websites that I post my stories to, but I'm pretty sure it's fiction.com or something to that effect, but I'll post it and you can read it. It's not a very long script, but you'll get the idea from it. And I really loved writing it, and it was very enjoyable. So that's basically what I'm up to, and I'm going to be writing some other stories in the future. But that's all I got to say for now. So I shall see you later.